over 100 million animals are being burned, crippled, poisoned, and abused in labs every single year. Some of these animals that are being tested are considered pets that we have grown to love over the years. From two people that have grown up in a farming community, we have developed a love for animals. We have done our research, and so we believe that all animal testing should be illegal. Our first statement is that animal testing is cruel and inhumane. According to Sally Driscoll and Laurel Finley in the article Animal Experimentation, animal testing inflicts pain and suffering onto these animals being tested. Testing on animals is unfair for the animals being affected. These animals are going through pain and suffering only for human advantage. Our second statement is that harming animals to their death can cause a change in the life cycle and possibly extinction. In the article Animal Experimentation by Sally Driscoll and Laurel Finley, we learned that most of the animals tested are lab rats and mice. Even though there is a high percentage of rats and mice being tested, there is still 5% of dogs, cats, mice, guinea pigs, rabbits, birds, and chimpanzees. Even if we only test mice, the population will decrease, causing a decrease in snakes because of the lack of food they have. This chain will continue on to bigger animals and eventually causing the lack of food for human consumption. Most of these animals are pets in our homes. Harming these animals can disturb their life cycle and can even cause some species of animals to go into extinction.
Reason 3 is there are so many amended laws and regulations. In Sherry Clifford's book, Animal Testing, a reference handbook, it stated in 1966 laws and regulations were put in place to prevent cats and dogs that are owned by people to be tested on. These laws and regulations have been amended 5 times since 1966 to prevent and regulate certain animal testing. Reason 4, it's not really what it's for. In Mary Clement's article, Animal Rights, Professor Mark Bernstein at Purdue University stated, a lot of times for universities and federal companies, testing on animals is just to receive grant money or federal funds. And which that being said, why would be testing cosmetics on a chicken be the same as testing them on a human being? The results may differ, and so therefore we won't find anything out about how it's going to affect a human.
Those who disagree might say, well, hey, animal testing is necessary to find cures and diseases in the healthcare field. Well, actually, in 1985, there was a law created that's called the Animal Welfare Act. This act states that unnecessary experiments or duplicate experiments on animals is illegal. This does not include testing of new products or new experiments. Animals are still being harmed every day because of how unclear this law is stated. Okay. Another thing individuals might say is that animal testing protects the users of certain products, such as beauty and personal hygiene. If these products are not necessary for human survival, it is not necessary to test on animals. According to the article Animal Experimentation by Sally Driscoll and Laurel Finley, animal testing refers to testing cosmetics, personal hygiene products, and household cleaning products.
There are no direct laws against animal testing. That may be true, but there's a lot of set regulations and laws that, again, have been amended. So why risk what you already have in your freedom just to find out if this certain cosmetic will work on a chicken or not? They don't do it just for money. They do find things out. Like what? How a certain cosmetic's going to work on a chicken? Last time I checked, chicken and human DNA aren't the same. So why is testing on chicken considered the same as testing on a human being? Or the same thing with mice and rats? In closing, animal testing is a harsh, cruel punishment to animals. From testing possible toxic chemicals, just torture in some cases. These animals go through so much, and if they do make it out, they are haunted. Animal testing is all for a human advantage and nothing for the animals. Along with the statement above, when animals die from testing, it can throw the population cycle out of whack. This could lead to disease, endangerment, and at worst, extinction. No animal deserves to go extinct because of us. Yet every year, hundreds of animals die from testing, and they keep dropping at a frightening rate. This puts them in danger of not being around anymore. Regulations on it are doing a great part, but not enough. More places are finding loopholes and ways to get around these regulations to test animals. This causes more amendments to be added in hopes that will end the torture to animals. If it is used for grant money, why keep putting animals in danger just for the cash? Animal testing is just a cash grab for some places and universities. So why bother even doing it when it's not going to find out anything? So all in all, if all the statements said, animal testing is just nothing we should be doing to animals. It is something that can ruin our population for good and wipe every animal out of extinction. Without these animals, we can no longer live as human beings.